So let's tell you what's happening right now, and that is it is snowing. It's been snowing now for about 3 hours. We still have a lot to get through with this storm, but it snowed for central northern Oklahoma, out across western Oklahoma, and then Sulphur, Ada, and south. We've been bouncing back and forth with snow and some pretty intense sleet there along the right along I-35 and as you make your way down towards Turner Falls. So this is certainly an area that we're going to have to watch out for some real slick roadways to take over, especially across southern Oklahoma because it's some ice mixed in. Outside of that, the farther north we go, it's a lot of snow. And so the snow, because it's so cold outside right now, it's a powdery snow. It's been blowing around. And so that has really at least kept the ice from taking over, which is good, by the way. So we're watching this continue to make its way from Wynnewood, Turner Falls, headed towards Stratford, Bing here, up into the metro. This has been an area that we got the snow in here right around 6, and it's been snowing now for about 4 hours. Let me first check in with Nick Smith down in Moore. Nick, how are things where you are?
Yeah, Damon. So we are here on 19th Street and Moore. We're pulling into the parking lot over here, and with all these businesses like Target and everything. And man, Damon, I'm surprised how much more snow has. Like earlier, there wasn't very much up here. It was a lot of snow down south, and they've really picked up quite a bit of snow here and more. We're driving to the parking lot. There's like almost drifts, almost like moguls that have formed in these parking lots. That those are going to make it really difficult when people try to get out and drive, because if you hit one of those and you got a low-profile vehicle, you're just going to run right into it, and it's going to stop your vehicle. So, but snow's come down, I'd say moderate, even heavy at times with this band that's coming through right now. Back to you.
Yeah, I mean, everything is completely covered here. So this is the scene and more. Let's go up into OKC, where we have field meteorologist Michael Armstrong in Storm Command right now, just west of downtown. Michael, how are conditions where you are?
Yeah, we're on one of the flyovers here on where it goes over top of I-44. This is the Broadway extension and I-235, and we're getting ready to head over toward the Belle Isle Bridge. Damon, you can see one lane of traffic is actually pretty decent. Now, as we get toward the bottom of the on-ramp here, you can see it goes to all snow. So that's a pretty good idea of what it's like out here. In places, it's not great at all, and we don't have super great traction right here. I mean, it's better than black ice, like if we had freezing rain. So in one sense, it's better than that. But you can see over to my left, the plows have cleared one lane of traffic, and for the most part, that's where you want to stay if you can, even if you have to slow down.
It seems like cars are going pretty fast here, Michael. Has this kind of been the overall way that traffic has been tonight, or how fast are they going here?
Yeah, so we were doing just right there. We were doing about 40 miles an hour, and you could see they went past us pretty quickly. Whenever people are in one of these lanes where it's been plowed, there's decent traction underneath it, and it's okay. The problem becomes when you have to transition on or off of that into the snow, or like you're getting onto the interstate off of a ramp or something like that. That's where it gets dicey when people are going that fast.
All right. Well, that's coming in right here from Storm Command here in Oklahoma City. Okay, let's go just east of OKC to where Jason is. Jason, you're east of the metro here. How are things where you are there, Jason?
Yeah, Damon, we are on the Kickapoo Turnpike heading back towards I-40. And the roads, I mean, I don't want to say that they're impassable because we're actually doing 40 miles an hour, and it's okay. But when the snow plows come through, it's creating some frozen precipitation, and it's almost like you're going down a road that's full of potholes. So there are some very slick spots. And this is also on 23rd Street, which is a snowplow route. We saw one truck, but outside of that, the roads have not been touched. So the snow continues to fall. Conditions are very slick and hazardous. If you don't have to get out, I definitely don't recommend it. Back to you.
Now, great advice again. This coming in from Jason Hill. Okay, let's go back over to the radar just to show you all what's happening, because basically for the rest of the night, we're going to have on again, off again intensity of snow where it may pick up for a bit and then it'll come down. Here's another intense band of snow that we see right now running from Carnegie, Corn, headed towards basically back up into I-35 in central Oklahoma. Jonathan, what stands out to you right now at the radar desk?
Well, what I love about what we're we're seeing on radar here is that this is all snow for OKC, and it's going to stay snow all night long. So you don't need to worry about freezing rain coming in. You don't need to worry about those ice pellets coming in. That being said, you got to head down south, and where we're seeing a little bit more intense cells, that's actually a mix of some sleet and some snow. Big wet snowflakes. So from Velma, from over towards Katy and Whittingwood. Pauls Valley should be mostly snow, but big flakes. But that area right there, south of that red line, that's where you're going to see some sleet. That's where those ice pellets will hit the roads. They'll glaze over, and traveling will be much more difficult. I don't expect that to come into OKC, but I expect more snow during the overnight. So it looks like we're lucking out in central Oklahoma when it comes to ice-covered roads, Damon.
And that was really a concern that we were watching over the last couple of days, is if we could get rid of the ice threat and just make it all snow. If it's all snow, snow plows can brush that away, but you bring in even a little bit of ice, and that's a completely different situation. And so we're still watching the ice threat for far southern Oklahoma. There's Jason, by the way, in Pauls Valley. But for OKC, North, Stillwater, Ponca City, western Oklahoma, this is all snow for you. It is extremely cold, by the way. And so just know that this snow is not going anywhere. Okay, we have Shane, we have Amanda. We're going to be talking to them in about 10 minutes here. But we have some changes to talk about. How much snow is now going to fall now that we've seen a bit of a shift in the storm track? Coming up. Abby?